Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Sisters in Crime with SistasinCrimewithShiandToy podcast. For the ones who don't know, my name is Shamia, but they call me Shy.
And my name is Toy, short for Latoya.
Y'all, and welcome back to another episode of our podcast. Y'all, for the new ones that are here, we are a true crime podcast. We deliver all the news related to true crime cases, new and old. We also do sometimes current event pieces like Diddy and all of that stuff, so we do that sometimes too. So we do a little bit of both. We know there's some people who don't really do the true crime, but they'll do a little celebrity tea or something like that. So we got that too. Y'all. So it has been quite a long time since we have did an episode, right? So bad to the point I said, sis, before we started, I said, sis, what is our podcast called again?
And I said, I know you lying.
It was really bad. It's been that long. I haven't did the introduction in a long time. A lot has happened.
Yes.
So I can't even remember the last time we did an episode. But you know what? It is okay. We are back. It is a new year. Happy New Year to everybody. We have a lot has happened. We went through a whole election.
Oh, we don't want to do it no more.
No. Ha!
Okay, plotting number down for you. See
Listen, I was always, I can't do it. Okay. I can't do it on a Dell. She's on an Apple. I can't do it on the Dell.
I'm on Apple. This is Apple iPad.
So, she fancy, okay? But it don't matter, okay? But listen, y'all. We are excited to be back. So, I don't think there's no housekeeping because we haven't been here in a while. So, it's nothing to so we just go get started. Y'all, like always, for the ones who are not new, y'all, all of our contact information is always below in our description box. You can find us on Instagram, YouTube. Our full videos are always on YouTube. Also, you can find small clips for the people who can't hold attention that long. We have a TikTok page. Now, y'all, they saying, we might be saying goodbye to TikTok. Who knows? I hope not. I like TikTok. I learned a lot from TikTok. We've connected with a lot of you on TikTok. So who knows? It's still up in the air. They say yes. Huh?
If they do.
Yes.
Y'all bring y'all asses on over to YouTube.
Yes. Watch the full video, y'all. That'll be the perfect time to work on y'all attention spans. Okay. Right. There's nothing wrong with watching a full episode. Okay. Sometimes we get a little lengthy because we cut up, we have fun, but we try to keep it at 30 minutes.
Right.
Okay. So, but y'all, today we are thrilled to bring a case to you straight out of South Carolina that is occurring right now. We had absolutely no clue about it until I ran across it on the TikTok page, Lawyer Lori, who is an attorney.
We get a lot of our content ideas from TikTok. Like,
yeah,
Trump,
the
what
cases.
Doing, bro? Keep it together.
Yeah, I don't watch the news that much. So I get a lot of the information from them. So she was presenting on this case, and I was like baffled and it ticked me off a lot. We're gonna get into it. Very controversial. I don't know why it's not publicized, or maybe it is, and I just don't know. I know I asked a few people and they said we haven't heard about this, and I was like, y'all need to.
Yeah. And it's in South Carolina as well. I don't remember anything on this case.
No.
I will say one of the characters in this case has a very familiar face. I have seen his mugshot at some point, and I don't know the context in which I saw it.
Okay.
I'm a person that don't forget faces, but this case itself, my first time hearing about it.
Yeah. So this case involves I think we're going on YouTube, so I think we can say the word murder. We try not to get flagged. I know on TikTok they're a little funny about that, but the murder of Christina Parcell, who was 41 at the time of her death. They found her body. Well, authorities were called to her home on October 31st. What a day to find a body. October 31st of 2021. So I can't imagine why, this case, I would say during that time it was COVID, so maybe there were more things being publicized and it kind of outshined this. But here we are presenting about it because this case actually went to trial on Monday.
Yes.
Meaning this week, January 13th.
So, yeah. 2 days ago. Right now we're filming. It's January 15th. The case went to trial 2 days ago.
Yes. So, like I said, they found Christina Parcell's body in her home. She was severely stabbed multiple times. And the strange thing, well, they labeled it as multiple sharp force injuries. So I don't know if that means that she was stabbed with items more items than a knife, or what that meant, but that's what they listed.
Right.
So, and all of this is taking place in like the Greer Greenville area. Okay.
Which I will say, this took place on Canebrake Drive.
Uh-huh.
That looked like a little nice neighborhood because I'm nosy. I want to see what the houses look like over there. And, the ones they got posted look like it's a nice little area, like one of those spots where they say nothing ever happens to over here.
Yeah. Well, and that fits, the type of. Let me find a more politically correct term for what I'm trying to say. That fits where Miss Christina would live. The person that they say she was, and we're going to get into all of that. A person of her character would live. But like I said, y'all are going to be floored by the time we're done. So on her body, when they found her body, they found rose petals, which was bizarre. So immediately, I mean, if you do true crime, if you're really like a true crime fanatic, like this is a crime of love, like this is something, like it was kind of like overkill, like rose petals, like what is that? And it made them think of this has to be like her lover, and she did have a boyfriend at that point. Okay, and we're gonna get to him. So they're collecting evidence, and they always, when you have a crime in the home and you have something like this, of course they're going to collect the cell phone to see who possibly the last person she talked to, and a computer. All right. And boy, did they get like more than what they bargained for. Okay. So I'm trying to find the boyfriend's name because we have like 4 names we need to stick to, and I'm trying to find his name really quick because he's important.
His name is Bradley Post.
Okay, Post. Okay, so Bradley, they confiscate, like I said, the computer and the phone. They find pornographic images of Christina and Bradley, and allegedly, that's what I've been reading. They say all 3. Well, those 2, unfortunately, with a minor.
Yeah, it was. They said over 15,000 images of children.
Yeah, with all of them together, though.
Yeah. So Christina's gone.
Yeah,
and we're not mad about it.
And I'm not mad about it. When I tell you, my sympathy dropped for her like our asses did back in the 99 and the 2000. Like it dropped
immediately.
Because
what you mean? You and your boyfriend, not just him.
Yeah.
You were involved with that as well.
And the thing that angered me the most, you're not here to pay for any of that.
Not to mention, you have a daughter.
Yeah. Who at that time, there was a custody battle, and this is a portion we're going to get into. Mm-hmm. So they arrest Bradley, of course, but they weren't able to pin the murder on him at that time. But of course they arrested him for the photos and the essay. You know, there were several charges he was booked for.
Right.
But at that time, murder was not one. But, you know, of course, they got to figure out evidence like, okay, who could have done this? Of course, he's a suspect. Another person that's go ahead.
Let me also add, so because of that, there are also 2 lawsuits pending against Bradley and Christina's estate.
That's
so,
right.
So she wasn't able to be charged in connection with the child, corn images or whatever. I don't know if I can say that. Oh, I said corn, so I don't know if I can say the other word over here. But they are suing her estate. So, hopefully they get something out of it. But go ahead, sis.
Yeah. So so of course the investigators are trying to figure out who did this. So another name comes up that it would be her ex-husband. I've heard some people, I saw people in different comments of different videos to say they knew not Lori, I'm sorry, not Lori, leave her out. Leave her out.
Lori had to do with this.
She had nothing to do with this, okay? But Christina, there were people in the comments saying they knew her. They went to veterinarian school with her. Like they knew her. She was so nice. They can't believe this and stuff. And they were saying that it wasn't her husband, but there are articles that say he was her ex-husband. So who knows? I'm gonna refer to him as her ex-husband. Because I think it was her husband.
And this is John Mello. So don't get the two confused. The boyfriend is Bradley Post, ex-husband John Mello.
Yeah. Okay. So John and Christina had a terrible relationship. Now they did have a child together, but they were like in this big custody battle. At one point, John took their daughter to Italy. And apparently Christina filed charges. So when John came back, he was arrested, but they were able to figure out that the charges were dropped against John because she didn't have full custody, and it was something totally different. So they dropped the charges, but of course they still have to investigate them because they have this estranged, relationship. They don't get along. That he definitely has motive to, commit this crime. So I guess they confiscate, his cell phone. They see he has a friend who is actually on trial. His trial is the one that started Monday. Give me one second. Zachary Hughes. So that is who is on trial. So they see interactions and text messages from them. John is talking about how he can't stand Christina. Basically, I'm summing it up in my words. He can't stand her. Don't want to kick it with her. He don't want to talk to her. He don't want to do nothing. He can't stand her. Okay, and
no dealings.
No dealings. And he also went forward in releasing her nude photos to her employer, to different areas that she frequented and stuff. Very much so revenge porn. I said porn, sorry. Revenge porn activity. Very much so. And so they were like, So then, there are also conversations like basically he wanted to make John wanted to make, he was telling Zachary this, he wanted to make her life as miserable as possible. That's what he wanted to. So they started zoning in on this man. They were like, yeah, we got to keep our eye on you. So they start pulling footage from the night or from the day Christina was murdered. So they see a gentleman or a perceived male with a hoodie on and a bicycle, like riding around in the neighborhood. Now, y'all, I'm gonna caution y'all, right? Y'all got to be careful. Y'all don't need to be murdering nobody anyway, but y'all have got to be careful. There are cameras everywhere. Yeah, there are cameras at the stoplight and all these places. Yes, in restaurants and stuff. But see, y'all forget. Yeah, we got Ring doorbells, and they catch sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, they catch you a portion of time. So they were catching this person, the same person that was around Lori's home, in this black hoodie, and they were able to see this person here, there, different Parcell, and they found out the person who was in this hoodie, because they found him with the hoodie and the bicycle, was Zachary. So, homeboy, and here's where it gets like controversial, and like I'm really like ready for this case to really like open up and get to the bottom of some of these things, because okay, John really couldn't stand Christina, but did you tell him to off her? Did you tell him to do that?
I believe so, because what other reason would Zach have to really do that?
Yeah.
Like, what would he benefit or gain from it?
And why you out here killing people for somebody? You need to let them handle their own business.
Not only that, this is a pianist who went to Juilliard.
And apparently he was really good. Y'all, Juilliard is a renowned school known globally. So why you settle for murdering somebody? Like
you could have really went somewhere and you want to murder?
Yeah. Yeah.
And okay. And people ask me all the time, how do I listen to cases and stuff like that and watch the things I watch? Because I'm interested in what makes people tick. Like, how does your mind work to where you make that leap from being a pretty good pianist studying at Juilliard to killing this woman?
Right.
Like, how do we get from here to
Yeah, because of course, he had been speaking to John, telling him, John had been telling him all these things that were going on between him and Christina. But I sit and listen to things that my friends and even my sister go through, and it makes me upset when somebody has did something to them. But never does it cross my mind that I'm gonna kill somebody for one of them.
That's why I be wondering how y'all make that leap.
Yeah.
Like, how you go from here?
Right.
Okay, yeah, I can be pissed off to immediately. Oh, they gotta go.
Exactly. Like that's it. Like you are done. How do you do that?
Like you just made that choice. This is their last day on Earth. It
yeah.
Gotta end today.
Like all right, that's it. You gone. Like how do you? That's a stretch, homie.
Like it's not funny, but how do y'all make that jump? Like where do we go? Like where do we? Like what?
Yeah, it's insanity, and honestly, it makes me think. I don't know. I don't really like blaming things on mental illness. I really don't like doing that. But I want to know, did John tell him to kill Chris? I'm sorry, let me be specific because there's a lot of names. I want to know, did John tell Zachary to kill her? I want to know
that. We don't know for sure right now, but I feel like he did.
I feel like he did too. Because if you gonna sit up here and tell me that you just got so angry about this situation, he could have cut that man off that day and nothing would have. I mean, the only connection they had a friendship. They had plenty of text messages back and forth to each other. Zachary did a lot of work for John and all that stuff. But even with all of the bond y'all had, if you cut that man off that day, you would have had no affiliation to the situation.
Like, but instead you go off her. Like
I'm just like, I'm not trying to be funny, but was that your man?
Listen, he was doing little odds and ends around the house and stuff for him. And I'm like, why is the concert pianist who studied at Juilliard running around doing like do boy stuff for this man and doing stuff like I can picture him just changing out light bulbs.
Yeah.
Taking the trash out, mowing the lawn.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I was just wondering that, like, was that your man?
It could have been.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Let me just put that out there.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's a striking age difference. But that don't really mean nothing these day and ages. Because you can look at the pictures and tell.
Yeah.
There probably is a 20-year difference.
Yeah, yeah. And then that updated picture of Zachary, jail has definitely aged him. Okay.
Zach.
Yeah.
I can't wait for him to get on the stand because I want to know. He need to explain this.
Yes. Put him on
Like,
the stand immediately.
honey, cause go ahead, sis. I'm not.
Y'all, my sis can't see today.
I can't, y'all. I can't. I got my eyes dilated, and since I left, like I was riding around by the grace of God, cause you know they give you them glasses, and I had them on, which they work. But when I went in the gym, and I don't want to look a fool in here with these things on. So inside, I don't really have to wear them, so I was okay. But when I came out and got back in the car, I was blind again, so I had to put them back on. But I'm like, I'm struggling to read this paper, honey, because I don't know. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all, I can't.
So we working through. It's okay.
And the nurse was like, well, you know how they ask you, can you read that line?
I'd be offended. I'll be offended.
Said, well, she I forgot what she said, and I was like, she said something about my vision, and she was trying to make a joke. It wasn't a bad joke though, and I was like, blind as hell. I said, blind as
But listen, when I put these contacts on, baby, I got 20/20. That's all that matters.
And I got contacts in now, but I'm probably gonna have to take them out and put them back in tomorrow since my eyes are still dilating because they ain't helping nothing. I just put my glasses on the rest of the night. These are not glasses, y'all. These are just for fashion. I'll probably have to put my prescriptions on when I get done with this. But yeah, I'm blind. I can't see. That's why my sister, she got me though.
I got her. We good.
I started that quick. I said, you know what? Just go ahead.
I said, my boo can't see. But, okay. So let's get into some of the charges. So Bradley Post, the one who was in the footage with Christina, this ticked me off. So he's been charged with criminal sexual conduct with a minor and 7 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. He was given a bond of $10,000. Okay, I have a problem with it.
I'm not surprised because recently there was that situation around this same area, Greenville County, where there was a man who held up traffic on 85.
Yes.
And he had a bomb, and by the time they, had people on scene to determine he really didn't have a bomb, he got arrested, went to jail or whatever. His bomb was like what, 20,000, something like that.
It was something. Yeah, and for the New Orleans bombing to have happened the day before, and for him to hold up traffic, and he didn't have a bomb, it was a catastrophe. 85 is already a mess. And then for him to pull a stunt like that, I can't remember what his bond was. I said, but that's pathetic because they should have made an example out of him for others who try BS like that.
But see, if you sell drugs, it's gonna be, they're gonna throw the book at you, honey, and it's gonna be every bit about $1 million bond.
Yeah. So that was very interesting reading up on all of this. So, like my sister mentioned, there are 2 lawsuits pending against Bradley and Christina, filed in 2022 by the mother of the child that is in the videos, and their videos and photos of the child with Christina and Bradley. Now, I also want to know, in which we probably won't know that because it is a minor, and I can't imagine what this child is going through. I can't imagine what Christina's daughter is going through. This is a mess. But I don't know the relation of this child to where Christina and Bradley would have access to this child
and by themselves. And then on top of, like, did they say that? I don't even think that, I didn't see anywhere where they mentioned the age. Did they say the age of the child?
They just kept saying it's a minor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
But it just makes me wonder, if you're doing this to another child, did you do it to your own?
Yes.
Is that why Bradley was fighting so hard to get his daughter? And y'all had this custody battle, like,
Yeah.
because one thing about it, temptations and things like that don't start overnight. So Christina, your ass
Yeah.
probably been having these urges, but only just got with a man who allowed you to act on them because both of y'all was two sick ass individuals together.
Yes.
That don't just happen overnight. So, and this is just Toy speculating. This is all allegedly, but if you watch enough true crime and things like that, and you know psychology and know how that works, that child people who enjoy child pornography and shit like that, and children, kitty, I don't want to say the word, but but it develops like it over time. It ain't just happening.
Absolutely. No, I agree. It's a build up. It definitely doesn't like, and they obviously had access to this minor
Yeah,
for a while because there was like 1,500
15,000.
of 15,000 pictures.
So
And
that probably was over a span of a few years.
yeah, yeah. So the mother is suing. I don't know how that all works. So the controversial part, and I always want to get to this, um, is they are wondering, and I need to follow up on this because I'll be watching this case, is should they admit the part about Christina's pending case into her murder case? Should they? And personally, I've been struggling with that one.
Yeah.
Because I will say one thing: the only way, if they were able to prove that, I don't know. I still don't know. My mind keeps going big. I don't know.
So my personal feelings are yes.
Mm-hmm.
However, if we're looking at it from a completely objective point of view, which is hard to do with kids involved,
Yeah.
then no.
Yeah.
And that is because one doesn't have anything to do with the other.
Yeah.
Now, unless one of the defendants tries to use it as a reason as to why they did what they did,
that's what I was thinking about.
then maybe
Yeah.
that can be admissible as evidence. But
Yeah.
other than that, from what we know now, it doesn't appear that one has anything to do with the other. This lady was just unfortunately killed, and then this information came out after the fact. But if if Zach and John say that, hey, that's why, if they admit to it and say that's why XYZ happened, then yes, it needs to be admissible.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going with it, but I was thinking that, but why I went back in my thoughts, I was thinking, well, if John says, well, I told him to, kill her because I knew she was doing this, then that, the fourth, but then you would have to answer to the fact that you basically set up a murder for hire instead of going to the authorities to report this.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that was where I was like, yes, but then, you know what I mean? I guess I was thinking in terms, and I'm not protecting that man at all, but
Right.
I was thinking in terms of like John and how they could go with that whole case. But that's what's going to make this case interesting. The things we listed, like
Right.
different avenues, and
Mm-hmm.
but it's crazy how we had so much sympathy for Christina, and then it just like
Immediately down because
yeah,
of that coming out. So Baho.
yeah.
But yeah, it did go to trial on Monday. However, they weren't able to find enough jurors.
They could have called me.
They could have called me too. They ain't sent me no summons because I would have been up there ready.
They ain't looking hard enough.
But they said they sent out like over 160 jury summons, and then only like 90 and like 93 of them did not respond. So now the solicitor's office is going to have to work with the sheriff's office to find a better way and address low juror turnout. So they wanted 12 with 4 backups. They didn't get that, so they had to. The trial was supposed to continue within like 45 days or something like that. But yeah, they couldn't. They got postponed because they didn't have enough jurors. But call me.
Listen, I was shocked because I said, y'all can't find nobody. Y'all didn't look hard enough. Call me.
I ain't been to jury duty yet. I'm ready. This is my time to shine.
I haven't been to jury duty either. I no, I haven't either. I would love. I would want an interesting case though. I would want something like this.
Don't call me in for no traffic court.
Please do not.
Don't waste my time on that. But something like this, boy,
Yes.
I'll be in there sitting in there like you said.
Yes.
You said what?
Yes.
Did y'all hear that?
No, but seriously though, they not looking hard enough. Cause call me, I would have did it.
Out of 161, 93 failed.
I don't understand.
So yeah, solicitor's office got to work with the sheriff's office to figure out a better way. But we won't know until about 45 more days now. We'll be watching out. So this will be March. Sometime in March, it should pick back up if they get enough jurors. They need 16, 12, and 4 possible.
Yes. Call me.
I'm telling you right
I'm
now.
ready.
Hit me up.
Yes. I have lots of experience. I have years of watching Forensic Files, Law and Order SVU.
Law and Order SVU.
Court TV.
NCIS.
Yes.
CSI Miami.
Yes.
All the things. All the things. And if you need a doctor, listen. Grey's Anatomy. I can help you out. Something happened medically in the court. I watch enough Grey's Anatomy right now. I'm on the good doctor, Dr. Sean Murphy. I know a lot.
Oh yeah, we're very experienced.
I bet you we'll get to the bottom of it.
Yes. I bet you it won't be long. I may prolong it for my entertainment. But we're gonna get to the bottom of it. So just give me a call.
If we don't do nothing else, we're gonna figure some shit out.
I know that's right.
Y'all need to hit us up for real, cause listen, that would be right on my alley. I'll be on top of my boss real quick. I got jury duty.
Listen, I tap the juror in front of me. Look, you seen that?
I'd be like, why is y'all in a rush? Let them order lunch.
Like this is like what? I mean, what do y'all have to do? Like, but I'll tap it. You seen that? She lying. Look at her. He lying.
I'd be like, I could tell he was lying by the way he walked in this courthouse.
Mm-hmm. I sized him up from the time he walked in here.
It looked like just walked like a lie.
Look, like the old black folks said, that rascal ain't nothing but a lie.
Right. Can't trust him as far as you can throw him.
Exactly.
But yeah, so they gotta get jurors, y'all. But we are going to be on this case.
Yes.
Sisters in Crime with SistasinCrimewithShiandToy. We need to be private. We need to be private investigators.
I would love to. That would be very lucrative income. Because some of y'all act like y'all don't know. When y'all people be doing stuff they ain't got no business. But listen, I'm here to tell you, we'll be glad to help you.
We definitely will be.
For a generous fee, which could be discussed privately. Okay.
Right. It's going to be on a case-by-case scenario.
Yes. We work on sliding scale, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. It ain't going to be one set fee because the more intricate the details in the case, the more it's going to cost you.
Exactly.
But we will get to the bottom of it. We harp on results.
And we will set you free.
Listen.
But listen, seriously though, we need to start one because we will figure it out. Listen,
put Toy and Sean in the case.
I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I'm ashamed at how nosy I can be.
Me too. And some people sometimes confuse that as messy. Now I can be lighthearted messy.
Yeah.
But very nosy. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't want me to know, don't put it out there.
Please don't.
I will go down a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And have to fight my way out of it.
Exactly. Don't be like me though, falling asleep on people's pages.
And sending me videos. I said, why is sis send me these white folks?
Listen, I woke up And I was scrolling. I woke up and what was crazy, the inbox was still open before I sent it to you. And I said, I didn't send this to her. I said, what is this?
Yeah.
And then, because you hearted it, I said, what? I said, I didn't mean to send that.
But I was like, these ain't even no folk I'm interested in, not sis.
But listen.
But I was, when she told me, I was like, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. But listen, now I am interested because Blake Lively. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Blake.
That's what it was, y'all. It was Blake Lively, and I didn't care nothing about no Blake Lively. But
yeah,
when she told me what she told me about some other stuff came across with Blake.
Because see, Blake, I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna wrap up. Blake, why was you getting your people to serve the people you suing during the fire in LA? That's what people talking about you, Blake. That's why people talk about you. Why was you getting people served in the fire? Allegedly.
It appears no one likes Blake.
It appears no one does. No demographic.
No, a lot of people came out saying some diabolical things about you, Blake. Yeah. And, I would love to get your side on those details. So if you want to reach out to Sisters in Crime with SistasinCrimewithShiandToy to tell your story, because it's not looking good for you, Blake.
Blake, we can save you.
Yes.
That's going to come at a fee, too. We also do that, too, PR. Because it sounds like yours sucks.
And you need a new team, okay?
Yes.
What you got going on right now, it's not helping you. It's not.
I don't think we can save you. Honestly, that's one check I don't want, actually. Let me take that back. That's one check I don't want. I don't want that. I don't like Blake.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about Blake.
I don't like Blake. Just based off the things that have been reported. I'm not really invested in it. I find it interesting and intriguing. But how shady Hollywood can be, specifically celebrities' PR teams, the length they will go. I find that interesting. Because it's like, everybody, no one's scared to go to hell. Okay.
Not over there in Hollywood.
Okay, obviously not. Because I was like, y'all are diabolical.
We don't play down south. But over in Hollywood and New York and all these other places, Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah. Well, Atlanta is in the south. I don't say people in Atlanta, I don't think they're dead. Well, never mind. I just thought about Love and Hip Hop. I take that back. Yeah. Celebrities in general, y'all get a little money and y'all stop believing in the Christ Jesus.
Yes. So I find that, entertaining, the lengths that these PR teams will go for images and all these things. It's like, no one's scared to go to hell anymore. So
I'm not playing with Jesus Devontae Christ.
No, because he don't play.
We don't play with him.
No. And his name is not Devontae.
Jesus Devontae Christ, because Jesus was black. That's neither here nor there. Okay.
Listen, that's another controversial topic. Anyway, Jesus was black. I don't care what y'all say.
I ain't gonna wake it up today, but let's not go to history, okay? Okay. Go ahead.
But y'all, let us know what y'all think about this case, y'all. Should the judge allow evidence from the child assault? I hate to say those words, but you know what I'm talking about. If you've been listening to this song, you know what I'm talking about. Should that evidence be admitted into Christina's murder case? Me and I said I was in between. I don't know yet. I will definitely pick a side soon.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't think she needs sympathy. I'm just sorry. But
no, my opinion is going to depend heavily on the defense. Depending on what the defense says, what their argument is going to be how I feel about it. Right now, I'm on the fence too, because my personal feelings, yeah. If we looking at it from a completely objective standpoint, it's like one don't have nothing to do with the other. There has been no link tied to it.
Yeah, unless homeboy, her ex-husband says, well, I sent Zachary to murder her because I found out she was doing this. But then, like I said, they can always come back and say, well, why did you resort to a murder for hire when you could have told the authorities?
Exactly, because y'all don't be out here being vigilante. Justice will still get you locked up.
Exactly.
Call the po-po. Okay?
Please.
That's it. That's all. So yeah, we're very interested to see how this unfolds. We will be following this case starting back in March, it looks like. If anything comes out between now and then, we will try to get that updated. But for now, it's just a waiting game.
Yeah. That's how trial works. We just wait and see. They do release articles here and there, updating the public and stuff. But I really want to see. This is very, but like I said, it's probably, it's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. We had the attack in New Orleans, the terrorist attack in New Orleans. They had the Cybertruck attack thing, and then as of now, the LA fires are what really are on the news. So I understand why this case is being foreshadowed, but we're paying attention to it all.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, prayers to all the residents in LA, whether they're, actual resident, like actual native LA people, or just move there. It doesn't matter, because I see there's a lot of controversy about that going on, y'all. It don't matter.
Just prayers to everybody.
Prayers. It's just prayers to everybody, y'all. Everybody's being like, this is a scary situation out there, and the fire just keeps growing, and it's just prayers to everyone out there. There are a lot of links where you can donate. Make sure you check and verify these links before you donate. Make sure you're also paying attention to make sure the things that you are donating are actually needed, because I was hearing that there were some people who, like, there were some shelters that had a bunch of stuff, but they needed some more things. So just be on the lookout for those things.
Yeah.
So, yes. So, sister, is there anything you would like to say?
No, it was good being back. I gotta get back in the flow of things. Next week I should be able to see. So I'll be able to divulge more and actually read my notes. But that's all for me.
That's all, y'all. Again, all of our contact information is always in the description box. We can be found on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Mm-hmm. We upload every Monday. You'll find a video every Monday at 1 on YouTube, and you'll see clips here and there on TikTok as well. For those people, like I said, who don't have an attention span. But I'm gonna stop shading y'all, because I fall into that group at times.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I love people thinking I got ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed, but like I have a very short attention span.
Yeah.
And I'm on social media. If somebody types something, if it's more than a paragraph, I'm not reading it. Like, you know what I mean? Type deal.
Yeah. Yeah. For the ones going off on their baby daddies on Facebook, I need y'all to do this. If y'all could just put simple bullet points, that would be so helpful for me when I am trying to get the tea, because that's what you want me to have when you post that, I assume, is the tea. Right. So put bullet points so that I can follow along.
And the baby daddies, when you respond, use a little punctuation. You know, just these huge run-on sentences makes it hard for me to follow the flow of your arguments.
Yes.
So please be clear and thorough and use punctuation so I can pick a side. Okay.
Yeah, that's all. And another point to them, add a little more emotion to it. It gives the instance that you don't care. Just give a little more, pack a little punch. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, because a lot of times it's not what you say, but how you say it. Because me just saying no doesn't give enough pizzazz. Mm-hmm. But if I say, fuck no. You see that reaction I just got out of my sister? You have to put a little pizzazz. Some of y'all don't be cussing right. If you need help, please reach out, because y'all don't be saying the right stuff, okay?
But she's right, just add a little more expression to it. Not quite like that, but
it gets the blood flowing, gets the people going.
Woo. But yes.
Okay.
But y'all, we love y'all. We happy to be back. Join us next week for our Sisters in Crime with ShiandToy podcast. You can always catch up with us and watch our older episodes. I said episodes. I don't know how to talk, y'all. Listen, I get I get
Watch
excited.
the old shows.
watch the show. So go back and watch the older episodes where we did different cases. Sometimes we do South Carolina cases. Sometimes we do cases across the world. Who knows? But yeah, y'all, we love y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to our newcomers that have subscribed. We love y'all. Y'all have a great week, amazing week. I think that's all.
And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.